Hey everyone, so this is me recording a video for you guys, answering your questions that I begged desperately for without any shame. The first person to ask me for anything was Kat, Silly Purple Monster. She asked me to read my favourite poem, so I'm just going to save that until the end. Be a nice little send out, I thought. So the next person was Mushymallows, Jade, and I love your URL, it is very fun to say. She asked, what's your favourite movie and why? Fight Club! I love Fight Club. There is no reason not to love this film. It's David Fincher, my favourite director. It's just this nihilistic, anarchistic piece of beauty, and I love it. I could probably quote the whole thing, but I'll save you all from that. 5 feet 12 inches asked, when I was a kid, what did I dress up as for Halloween? I don't know if you know this about Britain, well, England, but we don't go for Halloween anywhere near as big as America does. Like, the first time Halloween was even, like, considered a big deal was probably, like, 4 or 5 years ago in England. So I never dressed up as anything as a kid, except for when I went to America when I was 11, and I happened to be there during Halloween, and the people we were staying with, our family friends, couldn't believe we'd never been trick-or-treating, so we dressed up as witches, me and my twin sister, and went trick-or-treating and had American sweets or candy or whatever, and that was the first time, so I guess I dressed up as a witch when I was a kid for Halloween. Sam Berry Blogs, my Tumblr bunny. She asked me my favourite piece of intimate clothing, aka lingerie. You've probably seen me wearing it, but it's this little number. Just because it's so sweet and cute and girly. And yeah, and the pants as well. Gotta love them. I am a girl. I like flowery things. She asked me what my favourite dessert was. If I could eat anything every day, it would be cheesecake. Honestly. Cheesecake or banoffee pie, which is basically banoffee cheesecake. I love that. Any kind. Not key lime pie necessarily, but that's kind of a cheesecake, but generally any cheesecake, I will eat it quite happily. The worst and best pickup line I've ever heard. I really like Pickup Line Panda, the meme, or Mimi, or Meme, or whatever you want to say. I like everything he says. So, stuff like, I put the STD in stud, things like that. Yeah, I just love him. I don't think I've ever really heard a good pickup line. Like, the best one would probably be, hi, how are you, my name's X. You know, pickup lines don't really work on me. New Salvation asked me, how many dates should a person wait before having sex on average? I'm generally a novice to this question. The only guy I've ever had sex with, I only see him once a month. So we had to wait like five dates, I think, technically speaking. It was just us meeting up and he'd come down and visit me. So that's 5 months. Yeah. I'm a classy bitch, me. I don't know on average. I mean, none of my friends who are sexually active, sexually average, I make myself laugh. None of my friends who are sexually active, they're either like floozies and will sleep with anyone on the first date, or they wait for like a good 6 months to get to that sort of stage. So I'd say on average like 3 months of dating, between the 0 and the 6. I don't know how many dates that would count as, but personally it's up to you, isn't it? So, you and your partner. Anonymous asked me, does your sister or any other family member know that you love being naked / hang out naked? Yes. All my family, well apart from my dad, but I don't talk to him anyway. All of the family who I live with know, because I mean, like, I'm wearing a shirt just because I don't want to be naked on video. Otherwise I would be naked. I'm naked all the time in my room and they all know that, so they know to knock. Yeah, most of my family know. Mushymallows again. asked me what is the most motivational quote to you. It took me a really long time to find a motivational one because I love a lot of like Nietzsche and Heidegger and Wittgenstein. Unfortunately, they're not very motivational people, so I had to look up a bit of Sartre. I have one of his books anyway, but I'm not that familiar with his quotes. But I quite liked "Man is fully responsible for his nature and his choices." Quite existential. I'm an existential nihilist, so that's the philosophy I identify with. So yeah. Man is fully responsible for his nature and his choices, by Jean-Paul Sartre. New Salvation asked again, if you were dating a guy / girl, what pet names would you want them to call you? I'm not that big into pet names. Like, Angus and I have like special pet names for each other. Like I call him Badger, and he calls me Bagpuss, and just random things from our dating experience. So nothing like Honey or Baby, or if you want to call your girlfriend, boyfriend that's fine. But I think it's sort of not very special for me personally. So yeah, just call me Michelle. I'll probably do it. I think that's all the questions I got. Oh yeah, and Kat's poem. My favourite poem is The Lady of Shalott by Alfred Lord Tennyson, and it's crazy long, so I'm not going to read the whole thing. But I love a lot of Lord Tennyson, so yeah, he's a good poet. I like Robert Browning too, so I'm just going to read the first verse. I like the 1832 version more than the 1840s, so I'm going to read from that one. Just going to read the first verse. On either side the river lie, long fields of barley and of rye, that clothe the world and meet the sky, and throw the field that the road runs by, to many-towered Camelot. The yellow-leaved water-lily, the green-sheathed daffodilly, tremble in the water chilly, round about Shalott. So there you go, there you have it. This was my video, and I'll put links to everyone's URL at the bottom. And thank you for asking me questions and appeasing me. Love you all.